All right, welcome to our first screencast for Chapter 12, where we're going to learn about a cell division. Chapter 12. Okay, a key role of cell division. Cell division kind of has two roles, but overall, the ability of organisms to produce more of themselves is what sort of makes them alive. It distinguishes living things from non-living matter. Okay, continuity of life based on reproduction of cells is what cell division is. And here's a really pretty stain of DNA as it goes through the cell cycle and starts off as one cell. And this is in G2 of interphase. You can see it starts to move through kind of prophase here. And we're getting into pro-meta. There's metaphase, anaphase, 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 telophase, 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 and cytokinesis. Cytokinesis, and now we have two cells in G1. Pretty. Okay, so if you are a unicellular organism like a bacteria or an amoeba, cell division reproduces the entire organism. Okay, if you are multicellular, you use cell division or mitosis for development from fertilized cell, for growth, getting bigger, repair if something is damaged. Okay, and cell division is one part of the cell cycle, which is the life of the cell. We're going to talk more about cell cycle in our next screencast. So if we look here, we've got reproduction of unicellular organisms. You start off with one amoeba, you divide, you have two amoebas. Other roles for cell division in multicellular organisms, growth and development. So here we have a fertilized egg starting to divide into an organism, an embryo. And here we have some repair, tissue renewal. If you damage some skin cells, you get a cut. Your skin cells divide and you make more skin. Okay, so most cell divisions, mitotic divisions, result in genetically identical daughter cells, okay, which means they have the exact same DNA. They are identical genetically. The exception is the process of meiosis, which we're going to learn about in Chapter 13 on meiosis, a special type of cell division that produces sperm cells and egg cells, which are specialized cells known as gametes. Okay. All right, so how is our genetic material organized? So all of the DNA in any cell is that cell's genome. A genome can be a single DNA molecule, which is common in prokaryotes, or a number of DNA molecules, which is common in eukaryotes. Regardless, all DNA molecules are packaged into little units called chromosomes. And there are some chromosomes. And this is obviously a eukaryotic cell because there are chromosomes. They are contained within a nucleus. In eukaryotic cells, chromosomes are made up of chromatin, which is a complex of DNA and proteins called histones, that allows the chromosomes to be folded up or condensed during cell division. Every eukaryotic species has a characteristic number of chromosomes in each cell nucleus. Human cells have 46 total, and that's 23 pairs, or two sets. And in any organism, there are two main types of cells. Somatic cells, which is basically all of your cells, except for the gametes. Somatic cells are non-reproductive, and they have two sets of chromosomes. So again, 23 pairs or 46 total. Gametes are the other type of cells. These are your reproductive cells, your sperm and egg. Sperm and egg have half as many chromosomes. They only have one set. So they have 23 total chromosomes. Okay, only one of each pair. To get ready for cell division, and this is very important, DNA is replicated. Okay, if you want to have two cells, you need a second copy of your genome in order for the second cell to have the same amount of DNA. So DNA is replicated. This happens in S phase of the cell cycle. And then the chromosome that starts of mitosis during prophase. Okay. A duplicated chromosome has two sister chromatids. We're going to see a picture in a second. Okay. And sister chromatids are genetically identical because you just take one chromosome and make a copy of it. That gives you two chromatids. And these chromatids will be separated during cell division. Okay. Sister chromatids are attached at the centromere, which is a narrow area of the chromosome where two chromatids are attached. So here we have a chromosome. Here are my two sister chromatids, 1, 2. They are genetically identical. And here is the centromere, and that's where they're attached. During cell division, the two sister chromatids of each duplicated chromosome separate and move into the two new daughter nuclei. Okay? Once they're separated, the chromatids are called chromosomes again. So here we have a little graphic. Okay? So here we have one chromosome. Okay? And it has a centromere. And then that chromosome will be duplicated. And now we have one chromosome with two sister chromatids. And then over the course of mitosis, the separation of sister chromatids sorts them out. And now I have one chromosome in each cell. And you see these cells are genetically identical to each other. And they are identical to the parent cell. Eukaryotic cell division has two parts. One is a mitosis, and this is division of the DNA or division of the nucleus, the genetic material. And the second half is cytokinesis, which is division of the cytoplasm. Okay, again, and this is how cell division in somatic cells works. Division to produce gametes is called meiosis, and we'll learn about that in chapter 13. Meiosis yields daughter cells that are not identical. They are genetically different, okay? And they also only have one set of chromosomes. They are different from each other and different from the parent cell. So meiosis is kind of a whole new ball of wax, okay? And that's it for your introduction to cell division, and we'll see you in the next screencast for more on mitosis.